Hi guys, this is Einstein from Andhadhund Abhiyanta. This is our first video of our channel. During the course of time, we would be uploading many videos which would be covering major designing softwares like AutoCAD, SolidWorks, CATIA, PTC Creo and Fusion 360. The following will be continued by the introduction to the basic SolidWorks, and then we would be proceeding further for some designing some parts with help of SolidWorks. To get more info about our new videos, do subscribe our channel, and let's start with the basics of SolidWorks. Talking about SolidWorks is a CAD software which is used in mechanical design applications. It lets designers quickly sketch out ideas and experiment with new features and dimensions to produce models and detailed drawings as shown in here below. So without wasting much time, we would start with the basics of SolidWorks. Once you are into SolidWorks, you will be seeing a user interface like this. Currently, I am using a 2018 SolidWorks version, and your interface might look somewhat different if you go for other versions of SolidWorks. In this video, we will be discussing the concepts and the terminologies used throughout the SolidWorks that will be helping you to get a hand over SolidWorks. So, let us get directly into the main part of this tutorial. So, here we click on File and click on New. Here, three options are given. So basically, the three options that are part, assembly, and drawing. So what actually part is? It's just a single design component of the whole assembly. So if we choose this option, we can build only a single part out of on a single sheet of paper. Whereas in assembly, we combine two or more parts together, and the assembly is formed. And in this, we all know the engineering drawings. We can sketch out drawings from the drawings of the parts of the assemblies that we are going to draw. So these two, assembly and drawing, will be discussing them in further videos. Right now, we would go for the part. So we click on part and we click on OK. So once you are into SolidWorks, once you click on the part option, you will get a user interface like this. So above are the command manager windows like these. So you will be seeing different commands like feature, sketch, sheet metal, weldments, etc. We would be discussing all of them in the further coming videos. So right now we would consider only two options, that is sketch and the features. So for the sketch option, we click on the sketch command and we go to the sketch tab. Here we click on the down arrow and we get on sketch. Here two options are given, the sketch and the 3D sketch. Here sketch means the 2D sketch, which is the two-dimensional sketch that would be drawing. So we click this. As shown below, SolidWorks has given us three options, that is to choose between the three planes, that is front plane, the top plane and the right plane. For the time being, I would be using the top plane to design a 2D model. So we select the top plane. As shown here, the two axes are given, that is one pointing towards the north and one pointing towards the east. Here in the center of these axes is something called as the origin. So as you can see here, the origin is pointing has coordinate 0, 0, 0, and the assembly is underdefined because we haven't started anything. Also, you can change the units by this. That is, we can choose between MKS, CGS, MMGS, IPS, and other more units. But for right now, I would be going through the conventional MMGS system, that is millimeter, gram, and second. So right now, as you can see here, this is the main modeling area that we will be using to draw almost everything related to mechanical engineering. On the left hand side, you will be seeing something, a window of sort of like this thing. So as you can hover through these things, you will see that the planes are shown by the SolidWorks itself. So as you can see here, it is a feature manager design tree. So all the things that would be doing it is a decision or the design tree, that is, it would be keeping a record of all the things that we do. Then comes the property manager that will be showing us the properties of the components. And here comes the configure manager, that is, we can configure the parts or the parts of an element by using some of our if necessary. So we come back to the design tree. Now in the sketch command, we have many options here. So as shown here, there are commands like line command, circle command. Here it is the spline, rectangle, semicircular arc. There are many of them. So right now we would be choosing a rectangle. Why rectangle? There is no special reason as such, but it is mostly like the most conventional or the most easiest way to get started with the SolidWorks. As you can see here, there is a line that is drawn in, that is in dotted blue. So it is the reference line which helps us to draw things more accurately and more correctly. So instead of drawing rectangles out in somewhere out in here, I would choose the center. I would choose the origin as the center of my rectangle, and then I would draw something like this. So you have currently drawn a rectangle successfully, but this is just a 2D drawing of a rectangle. What next? We click on the right tick out in here. So as you can see here, a blue rectangle has been drawn, but as you can still see here, it is still underdefined. So what to do next? We get to the smart dimensions part here. Actually, we can choose many. Actually, there are many of them, and we can choose between any of them. But it is I would be suggesting that you use smart dimension, because it is one of the most easiest and the most conventional ways that almost all designers follow. So we just get on the smart dimensions, and as you can see, my cursor has been changed. So as you can, so we take it and we just click on the line or the part that we want to measure. So I click on this, and as you can see here, it has measured the length, and it is 95.46. So I click it in here, and the box is shown here. That is to modify the length, or should I keep it the length as the same? So I don't want this. Actually, I want a part. Actually, I want a square of dimensions 50 by 50. So I would be making it as 50, and then you have to take the correct mark. So as you can see here, two black lines are formed, but whereas these two lines are still black. This means that the blue lines are mostly shown, are shown that are underdefined, whereas the black lines are fully defined lines. So these two lines to get finally fully defined, I would also give this line as the dimension. So I will click on this line and set it to 50. Similar, I will be following the same way, as I will give the dimension as 50 and then tick on the modify button. As you can see here, all the lines have become black, and this is what I am expecting. As you can see here, the geometry or the design is fully defined. Now we exit the sketch, that is by clicking on this button that is towards the right top of your screen. We click on this. Now, this is the 2D sketch model, or this is a 2D model of a square, which has dimensions 50 by 50. Now, what to do next? But actually, we would be needing a 3D model. So, how to get that? So, we go to the Features tab, and we choose Extrude Boss Base button. So, what it actually does, you will get to know in just one moment. So, you click this, and as you can see here, it has changed, and it has shown like it will be forming a cube-like structure. So what it actually does is, so just imagine a pile of papers and you are stacking them up. So the number of papers you stack up is the will be defined by the height you get. So as you can see here, I just pulled it out and pulled it in. So what I did was, actually I used the scroll button of our mouse. So you use your scroll button to zoom in and zoom out. Your functions might vary if with your SolidWorks version, but nothing to worry much about it. You will get used to it. So just remember, you use your scroll for zooming in or zooming out. So I set this. So I can use these arrow to set the length, set the height of this cube, or the cuboid which I am talking about. But right now I am going to make a cube, so I will set this to 50, and I will 50, and I will tick this mark. So as you can see here, a cuboid has been formed, but it hasn't done yet. So I would tick it. Okay. So as you can see here, a cube has been formed. So how to view this from a 3D point of view? So just hold your scroll button and just move through it. So as you can see, the scroll button, as you can see, we can get a 3D view of it. But now, if you want to get back to the original position, or if you want an isometric view, just press the Control and the 7 button of your keyboard. So Control plus 7 gives you the isometric view of the things that you are going to draw. So this is what actually is the SolidWorks. It is one of the most easiest software, and we will be getting through all of this in the coming next videos. Right now, this is just an introduction of what all things that we are going to do. It seems easy, and yeah, it is actually much easier part. As I told you, Control 7 gives you the isometric view of the component that we have drawn. But now, what if you want to just one side, one sectional view of the thing? So we, instead of Control 7, we press Control 8. Now, as you can see here, only one face can be seen. So I don't actually want this face. I want an isometric view. So I would be using Control 7. So that's it, guys. Uh, I hope you like the tutorial that is getting started with the basic SolidWorks. I would be explaining everything and everything from in and out of SolidWorks. And trust me, we would be designing many parts like spring, nuts, bolts, etc., and almost every component from the mechanical stream. So I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please give it a like, and please subscribe to our channel, and do share this video with your friends so that they also get benefited with this. That's all, guys. Thank you. Regards, Andhadhund Abhiyanta.